headphones?
We got them, but we good.
Y'all sure?
Yeah, we
need
good.
headphones.
Can you hear us? Are we good?
So the most annoying man on the planet.
I'm with you.
That's a fact. I agree. It's just me.
The most annoying human being on the planet is here today. Introduce yourself and introduce your team, sir.
Hello, everyone. Hi. My name is Joe Budden. I'm here with some near and dear friends of mine. Rory is here, and Maul is here, and Parks is here.
Yeah.
And we are humbled to be here.
We are. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
We are.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being.
I'd like to note this is probably the first interview, and I won't call it interview, but this is the first time the three of us have sat down to talk to anybody.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we don't talk to people.
We typically do.
We don't do this.
We don't even particularly like each other, so.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Amazing. Well, thank you guys for being here. So, Joe, would you like to kick it off with current events? You know, what's on your mind?
Listen, what's on my mind? I saw you getting makeup done. I need makeup done before I start recording now. You got a round of applause when you started recording. I need these two to clap when I enter a room.
That won't happen.
This studio is beautiful. I need a beautiful studio with pink lights.
And I need about 75 people on laptops.
There's a squad
outside.
back there. It looks like niggas could pull up a Carfax quick. Yeah. I don't really have a squad. Savon is not that efficient. So I'm here to learn from what's happening in here.
Okay.
That's what I'm here. That's what I am here to do.
We've never had a
Nicki
balloon.
wasn't expecting that type of energy. Look, she's smiling.
What energy fam? Y'all keep talking about some energy. Joe is here to make peace with the Barbs, who may not understand mine and Nicki's relationship.
The thing about the Barbs is that you never know with the Barbs.
No, you control them and you use them for evil or good. And it's cool. Listen, we have a tumultuous relationship. Sometimes they fuck with me, sometimes they don't. But Joe is so. I'm not in love. Love is in me, Nick.
Oh God.
He's retired.
Oh, okay.
That was when I was active. Don't do that. Yo,
he really just said, I use the Barbs for evil.
Evil or good.
They're a persistent bunch.
Well, the fact of the matter is...
Didn't you just put them on timeout recently? I read something like that, right? So you also have a tumultuous relationship with your hive.
No. I don't have a tumultuous relationship with them. I just like to let them know sometimes when they doing the most. But to be honest, 99.9% of the time, the Barbs are right.
Did you drop don't do that again. Don't do that again. Don't drop no fucking bomb behind some shit again.
So, now.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. So when we spoke, one of the things we wanted to clear up, the Barbs really hate Joe Budden. I love reading these tweets. Joe Budden's
the therapist says that no matter the hate, it's always my job to lead with compassion. That's what the therapist tells me. So
okay. Well, listen to this.
Okay. I'm gonna let that one marinate for a second. Well.
First of all, one of the things we're gonna address with Joe Budden is the amount of times that he has called me a liar about stuff that I wasn't lying about.
Drop the bomb.
And I said, the other day when I spoke to you, I said, I'm a lot of things, but liar is not one of them.
Hit the bomb on these.
For the most part, I love to tell exactly what happened. And that's actually why a lot of times I don't speak on things.
Okay.
Because I don't like speaking on things if I can't speak on things thoroughly.
You dick eating right.
Gotcha.
By saying
So, my thing is, one of the things you recently said was...
Give it to me.
Was that you said on your show, you guys said that, oh, I know Nicki, she's a businesswoman. She didn't do that live if she didn't already have that record done.
Okay.
The Hot Girl Summer record done.
Yeah,
right?
We definitely said that.
And I said, well, I clearly said, you guys, I didn't have a clue about it. I was on live discussing the Megatron. Ooh, what's also interesting, Booth, is today I have to pick the Megatron winners.
Yes, you do.
Child. Please make sure I don't forget, Booth. Yeah. And let me ask y'all something. What makes you think that was a planned live and that we already had a song done and that was bad, Wicked Witch from the West, Nicki, planning stuff and being calculated and stuff? I really want to know. Tell me.
I don't think we said it in a negative way. I think we were saying it was good marketing.
Yeah, no, I don't think you guys
I thought it was a great rollout for a record.
I don't think you guys said it in a negative way. But I always am interested. Can we take this? Yeah, thank you. But I'm always interested to just know, especially with articulate people who, intelligent, articulate people anyway, what makes you think that the record had to have been in the can if I went on live with her?
No, I think I probably was the one that said I thought the record was done right after that. I said by the time we recorded, I was like, the record is done. Because that was probably like 2 or 3 days after when we recorded that y'all went on live. I said, the record is done by now, for sure. But it just seemed that way. It was like the live scene didn't seem like it was planned. Like you almost didn't even know how to add her at one point.
Okay, but Joe said he still thinks.
I think that you are more brand aware than that line leads to believe. I think you've carried yourself to be more conscious of not only your stardom, but your impact on other people's careers, especially new artists. So to see that and for it to come off as organic as y'all would have us believe, because then y'all went into telling us exactly how organic it was. And that is music industry 101 for me. So when I look at new artist Meg running around on promo with Kev, with Megastar U, with random Insta Live, of course you could understand how that looks.
How does that look?
It looks like y'all might have a record in the can already.
Okay, so let me go ahead and say it once again. I went on live to discuss the Megatron winners. While I was on my live, I started seeing a bunch of people telling me to go on live with this woman. Okay. And I'm like, what is, am I missing something here? And then Megan came on my live and started saying, oh my God, you don't know how to do it. Because I was like, I don't know. I don't see anything popping up. How do I do it? And then finally they explained it to me. And then I got on live with her. And then she said many things. I said many things. And then at one point in live, I said, okay, what's next on the agenda? What needs to be discussed? And she spoke about her song. I said, who's on the song? She said, Ty Dolla $ign. I said, okay. And she was like, yeah, and that's because, somebody was too busy. And she pointed at me. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like basically hinting at the fact that she wanted me to get on this song and that she had maybe hit up Booth and stuff like that. And I was like, that's not the case. I didn't hear about that. I don't know about that. And anyway, so then when we got off live, I spoke to Juicy J and the other person who wrote, I think, the hook with Ty Dolla $ign, Derek. And I said, you know what? Let me hear the song. And this was very late because it was LA time even for me, and it was already late by my time. So it had to be, by the time we got off live, it had to be like 2:00 in the morning. But when I heard the song, I loved the song, and I just wrote the song right then and there. Right then and there. The boy Derek was there. Juicy J was, back and forth with us on the phone. And then I was about to record it, and I said, you know what? Give me like 4 or 5 hours for my voice to stop sounding like a man. And then I just, recorded it. So that's exactly what happened. So explain to me, because it's great to have people that think like you, especially you, Joe, because you've been saying things like that about me for years and years and years. And even when I express the truth and say it verbatim over and over and over, he and other people like him will go on.
I don't think there are other people like me.
He and a couple other people will still go on their platform and say, Nicki's lying.
I don't think that's fair.
And it always gives the illusion that Nicki Minaj is so powerful that she must be lying. She secretly has a big castle and where she has a thing where she controls the world and if like it's crazy because sometimes I wish that I were that person that they thought I was.
Well, you don't have a big castle.
Good point, Parks. That's a good point, Parks.
I mean, but
let's say we take your word as the truth, right?
Okay. Okay.
That video got turned around quickly. Explain it.
Explain it. Even after I said what I said, he is still interrogating me.
You
and
asked
still,
me to.
Wait, and no, but I think this is a real great conversation to do a case study on. Even after I've said over and over what really happened, he's still insinuating that there's no way because now there's a new reason.
Nicki Minaj is inserting words in my mouth. Prior to speaking to you, I went on my platform and said what I believe. Then I spoke to you and you said what happened. Then I come here and you say to explain why I think that. So that's what I did. I don't see how you could think somebody couldn't think that. I'm taking your word for it. People don't have the luxury of being able to reach out to you or speak to you and get it directly from the horse's mouth. No?
But what makes everyone else be able to give their side of the story and people are so ready to believe them because maybe they have more of in your opinion, maybe they have a low IQ, so it's easier for you to believe them. But what makes y'all, when y'all think a woman is intelligent or powerful, think that, nope, this is calculated. She's not, she's trying to fool us. She's trying to trick us.
Oh, no, wait. Wait, time out. Let me just say before you continue. You are personalizing that. I think that the music industry is calculated.
Yeah, I think rollouts are smoke and mirrors.
I think that the music industry makes its way on, like Rory just said, smoke and mirrors. Great that you've worked yourself to a position where that doesn't apply to you, but that is how the music industry runs.
But you do apply that to me often. What is the reason that me would have to say, I went and made up this story. There was this song already done. I wanted to promote it. So I pretended I didn't know how to go on live and we already had the song done. And the video happened a week later, but that was such a quick turnaround that it actually must be that the song was done for a few weeks and we decided a new way how to roll out a song, which is pretend you don't know how to be on live, then go on live, and then have the other person say, hey, get on my live. And then y'all both get on live and say, hey, friend. And
hey, I would just like to interject and say that we are in an age where all the artists try to do is come up with new ways to roll things out. You saying that like it's crazy, and that's what we look at every day.
But the reason why my fans don't like you and haven't liked you for years
which isn't fair.
You do not, wait, hold on. You do not accuse everyone of that. So when you say everyone does this, you do not accuse every artist of making random shit up to put out a song or lying. And even when they explain themselves, still go on a platform and say, no, she's lying. They're lying.
Now let me interject. If not said, it certainly alluded to. I don't switch up. Just not too long ago, I said that Kevin Lowndes is running around with Meg the Stallion. I said, if
what that got to do with me lying about something that I just explained 3 times?
No, I'm talking about the music industry and how it's run. You keep personalizing it, saying I said something about you, and I'm just talking about my beliefs about the music industry. And that applies to not just you, but I've said that about pretty much all the people we've spoken about on my platform. I don't change the rules. I don't move the goalposts. That don't happen with me. That's why it's me.
Well, I love the record. It's a hit. It's out of here.
Thank you.
But we all came on here and said positive
I think we all complimented it, and to the point, I don't think we used the word liar. I think we were complimenting the rollout and how effective it was.
She said, I said that to her.
I don't think y'all understand. I'm not saying that y'all said anything in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that it's a great case study.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because it happens often.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
When I say something.
But you got to understand why. You're Nicki Minaj. And when you're at the top, people, and you don't give people a lot. Like, you don't sit down with a lot of people like that. So people like to formulate their own opinions, hoping that you respond because they want your attention. That happens a lot. Like, especially, and that just comes with being somebody that's in a position of power.
But is
like,
it just specific to Nicki the way that she says is what
A
I'm
lot
saying?
of times it is.
it's specific to the top.
But so you went on your show and did a whole thing that you pulled out your ass about how the song Motorsport came about, even though I said several times how it came about. So if you want to talk about specific, I can sit up here and give you 5 specific moments.
Nikki,
so let's talk. No, let's start with
different stories about how Motorsport came
and I'm
out.
saying that when I say what the fuck it is, that's what the fuck it is. And when someone and my point is, when you say it's not specific to me, and there are many times when it's been specific to me, then that makes absolutely no sense. So another example is when I explained how Motorsport came about, and you were one of the people who, I believe it might have been you and your sidekick Academics.
He's not my sidekick. Not my sidekick.
And y'all went on, and this was at a time where I wasn't addressing things.
But you're incorrect, by the way.
No, I'm gonna finish. You went on your platform and said she didn't know this other bitch was on the record. You said it.
I said more
and you
than that.
said it. No, I'm gonna get to the other things that you said.
Here we go.
You said that. Now that is, again, implying that I'm lying. When I sat and said exactly how the song came about, that I was asked, and I still have the text messages, can this person be put on the song? And my response was, yeah, let's do it. That was my response. And you still went and said, and I think your sidekick, Alvin the Chipmunk, Academics, I'm not sure.
That is not.
Hold on.
That's your sidekick.
That was your sidekick. That was your sidekick. That was your sidekick.
That's your man.
That was your sidekick at the time. Y'all went and told the world, Nicki Minaj, wait.
I didn't say
Because
that.
Nicki Minaj is lying. She didn't. So on one hand, Nicki Minaj is the all-powerful, all-knowing, all this, all
You know
that.
you powerful.
Wait, hold on. But on the other hand, I'm not. But on the other hand, I'm that powerful that a whole record company could put a whole person on a record, clear the record, and I don't know who's on it.
No, I didn't never say that. I never said
That's
that.
what you want.
No.
Whoa.
I said more.
But let's deal with that. After we deal with that, we're going to get to everything else you said. I want you to think about something. I'm this powerful. But you said, I didn't know another bitch was on the song, and then I got mad. But I'm the all-powerful Queen Bee, right? You really think somebody could put a song out with Onika Tanya Mirage?
No.
And I don't know who on the song?
No, I don't. Which is why I don't know why.
But that's what you said.
That's what that I was making.
DJ Booth, do you remember when he said that among other things?
You asking your friends
DJ Booth
doesn't answer
No.
anything.
Do y'all remember when he said that?
I'm right here.
Honestly, I never watched that show.
Mo, don't do that. Mo, relax.
I'm gonna be honest. I never did.
Relax.
I never did.
Oh, the
You
one with
seen
his
the show,
sidekick?
goddammit.
I never watched that
The
show.
one with his sidekick?
Yeah,
Okay.
Nick,
Go ahead. But don't talk out of it. Talk into it so that we can deal with it and move on.
no, because I see what you like to do.
Okay.
You like to corner people into a point when the point is much broader than that. Not just in this motorsport instance, but all Joe ever wants to do is use foresight and prophesize and guess, right?
The word is prophesy. And I don't give about foresight,
Prophesize
foreskin.
is
I
a
just
word.
want to know why you said
Prophesize
that.
is a word, by the way.
You said it wasn't specific to me.
Smith, and that is a word. We can pull up dictionary.com and
You
do
said
that.
many times that I lied, that I didn't know another bitch was on a song I was on.
Here's my question.
And now
to
you want to address it.
Can I ask a question
See?
now? Was Nicki Minaj and Cardi B on the motorsport record directing bars at each other?
Nigga, what the fuck? You're not going to change the subject. I'm asking you a fucking question.
That's the same subject.
No, the fuck it's not.
See, and that's where we go. So me and Academics.
Oh no, you used to dealing with stupid people, and you're not gonna outsmart me, sweetheart.
You can't talk and
Let's
listen.
answer that question.
You can't talk
now you
and
gonna
listen.
change it to was we throwing bars at each other? What the fuck do that have to do with anything? I said I said I knew the bitch was on a song. You said she didn't know she was on a song.
Nick, I don't believe that I said that. If you want me to be honest.
Oh my god.
I don't believe.
Wait, hold on. Let's go to a commercial.
If you ask me,
play a song. Play a song, booth. Play a song, booth.
I'm clear what I said.
No, because now I know you're not okay. Now I know you're not okay.
My
Play a song.
IQ is high.
I'll be back.
Believe that Nicki Minaj was
a trade.
No, but do you believe that Nicki Minaj at that point?
Trade
This
service,
song that
no.
came out, Motorsport. Do you believe that Nicki Minaj was aware that Cardi B was going to
No. I said
Hold on. Let's play it back. Let's pull it back.
Okay.
Let's pull it back. Let's bring it back.
Okay, even if that didn't happen, maybe it was a separate verse. Do you believe that Nicki Minaj was
it's a trade.
No, but do you believe that Nicki Minaj at that point, this song that came out, Motorsport, do you believe that Nicki Minaj was aware that Cardi B was going to
Okay, wait, hold on. Do you have a twin or a stunt
no.
double?
Wait, I stand by that.
Do you have a twin or a stunt double, my nigga? Do you have a twin or a stunt double? All you had to do was say, yes, you said it, and now because my thing
Your
is,
comprehension is better than this.
excuse me?
Your comprehension is better than this.
My comprehension is better than this? You just heard yourself say something that you just said you didn't say.
Well, that started-
and my comprehension is better than
That
this?
clip started with me saying I believe that it was a trade, right? And a trade means an exchange. All right.
The question was asked to you, do you believe I knew she was on the song? And you said, no. So let's just talk about that part. That's all.
I keep trying to, and you won't let me.
No, because you
And
trying
I'm
to go
certainly
somewhere
not
else, and then
about to talk
you
over
trying to
you.
go somewhere
I'm
else, and I am
I'm
not
trying to do
anybody
that.
else that you've had a discussion with. We gonna get to where we
I don't discuss
going.
things with people. That's the part you keep confusing.
Exactly
I don't discuss
because you
things.
don't like to acknowledge when you were wrong.
They say that too. I don't
That's the
believe that.
problem. That's the problem. A man knows how to say, you know what, I might have said that, and at that time, maybe for whatever reason, and we can move on. But until you say that, we're not moving the fuck on because you sounding crazy. It's okay for you to get up there and make me sound crazy and say I'm on drugs, right? It was okay that was okay too, right? Let me say, you ain't say that because let me pull that up too.
Fam, check this out. This is what we're not about to do. We're not about to sit here and let you just continue without me being allowed to speak.
Go to a song so I can pull this up.
Thank-
Did Joe leave? Did we scare him out of the building, guys?
He went to the bathroom.
I think he used the bathroom.
He went to the bathroom?
That bigger red braid.
Okay. Damn, Joe, we just having fun. Why you gotta...
Yo, we go to the bathroom.
You see what I'm saying?
No, but it's interesting though.
But you see what I'm saying? When people hear my voice, it often sounds like I'm angry, but I'm not.
We're New Yorkers. We know you're not mad.
Okay.
New York, that's how
We
New
know.
York is.
Uh-oh, guess who's back?
Back from our sig break.
Guess who's back? He had to smoke a bigger rat. Okay.
I wish people knew I was. I'm most comfortable in the most uncomfortable predicament.
And so am I. And so am I.
Trust me, I'm
and
at
so
home.
am I.
am right
and what the
at
fuck
home
you
here.
won't do?
This feels
What the
great.
fuck you won't do?
Did that ever come?
Oh, yes, yeah. It's behind you.
What the fuck you won't do is disrespect me like I'm stupid. Because you know how intelligent and powerful I am, like you said, right? I'm so powerful, right, Joe?
Or because my mother raised me properly.
Oh, so your mother raised you to accuse people of being on drugs when you've never met them a day in your life?
I've never met you.
When last time you saw me?
Have I never met you is what I asked you.
When was the last
Have
time
I
you
ever
saw
met
me?
you is what I asked you.
When we was recording in Web Studio?
Oh, what do you know? I met you. Holy shit.
Oh, so your mother
Holy
trained
shit.
you to accuse people of being on a drug after you met them one time and never saw them for 10 more years.
So you haven't been on
after
drugs.
the BT cipher.
You haven't been on drugs.
That's what your mother raised you to do?
Okay.
That's what
Can
your
I
mother
respond
raised
to
you to
that?
do?
Nick.
That's what your mother raised you to do? Your mother raised you.
You can't.
Your mother raised,
You have to
you got,
invite me here.
taste of
You
your
have to
own
let me
motherfucking
say
medicine,
something.
motherfucker.
Well, this is why I
You
like
like
talking to
talking
people
about
when they're
people
not
and not
present.
having nobody responding.
It's
You
much
like
more
you
fun.
like tearing
It's
down
much more
people's
fun.
character when they can't respond. And when
That's not
you
true.
like tearing down women when they can't defend themselves. You like tearing down women when you can try to end their career because low key you jealous of their success, right? Right? Boom. Stupid. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care.
This is great.
I don't fucking care.
Can I respond?
No, we on to the next. We on to the next.
God damn it.
We on to the next.
Well, what's the next?
The next is whatever you want to talk about. Thank you for being here, by the way. What?
What you mean, what?
What's up?
What's up? The new record.
Maul killing the interview.
Fuck with it. The record.
Oh, thank you.
This is great.
I appreciate you guys.
Is it?
What you pulling up now, Nick?
Oh no, I was just reading a text message.
Oh.
But go ahead, guys. But go ahead, Joe. All of you guys. Is the ball is in your court.
Joe don't want the ball. You called me to be here,
The
my
ball
nigga.
is on your.
I don't
The ball's in your
you
court.
called me, fam. I don't know what you
Nah,
in here
Don't
talking.
call me fam, because
I
that's
don't
just how
know
I know
what's
that you
happening.
mad, fam. Fuck out of here, fam. Fuck out of here, fam. Fuck out of here, fam.
Saying what it is.
Okay,
Don't ask
so
me
now
what
I
wanna
said-
talk about
so-
after
so-
you called
so-
me to come talk to you, my nigga. What are you talking about? I don't want to talk about shit. I'm chilling.
I want to talk.
Oh, go ahead.
Talk to these niggas.
When the album coming?
See? Defeat. This is the face of defeat.
No.
This is the face of
I never wanna
defeat.
talk to y'all.
This is the
That's
face
part
of
you artist
defeat.
niggas be
This is the
missing.
face of defeat.
And this is why
ahead.
y'all living like this bubble.
Go ahead.
Are you still cool with Sycamore?
I am, but I haven't seen him in a long time. But yeah, I love him to death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He doing big shit. Travis. I just wonder when the new album coming.
Well, very, very, very soon, but I don't want to say when. But I am excited about having a dope executive producer on this album, which I thought I was going to share with the people last Queen Radio, and we decided not to. So we decided to wait a little bit, keep it more of a secret.
About who's executive producing it?
Yes.
You can't tell us in secret
No.
off air?
No.
You can't give us like a harmony or something he may have worked on?
Nope.
You still think you need to put out singles?
I don't know. I feel like, in the beginning, every time I would do an album, I would do freestyles, I would do features. To me, it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's always a matter of if people want you or not. And you create that with whatever your thing is, however you create that.
Mm-hmm.
And from even before my first album dropped, that's how I was creating that. A lot of things that I did with like major artists, people didn't know, like I did it before I even dropped the first album.
Mm-hmm.
So I think whether it's your own personal single or a feature on someone else's single, it's still the same concept.
Mm.
So if you're saying, should you create a buzz or should you just drop an album? I think that you should do whatever you feel at the time as an artist, because I kind of feel like you can see and feel what the culture is calling for at that time.
I think I mean more you going into a studio and saying, I need to make a hit today that will be a single.
Oh, no.
just create.
I'm creating an album. I think I'm looking at it different, like, and that's how I did my first album. Like, I never knew I was so new into this. When I dropped Pink Friday, I never knew what song would be a single. Like, I had no concept of single or hit, had no concept of a billboard or a chart or nothing. I just went into a studio and created music, and I created an album that I felt was a hit.
But now you create differently.
No, now that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, you're doing that now? Okay.
Yep.
Got you. Okay.
All right, Queen Radio. Still here with us?
Nigga, I've been checked out of this shit.
Why you checked out, Joe?
But you're not talking about nothing.
You know what, Joe? I never realized how childish you were until today.
Nick, don't know about
How you
shit.
gonna say I ain't talking about nothing just because you got caught in a couple lies?
You not saying
Look, I need you to rise above
And I think
today.
that's what
I
part of
need
the
you to
problem
rise
has
above.
been.
I need you to rise
this problem
above
isn't the
and
platform
speak
to discuss
truth.
it.
Speak truth first.
I asked you a direct question.
If
you wouldn't answer
you know what? If you asked me something where you thought I had lied or misled the public about something about you, and it turned out to not be true, I would say, damn, if I did that, even unknowingly, I apologize. Because I'm on a platform that can really hurt you or hurt your image, and I lied about you several times, and it's a proven lie. So I would say, you know what? Whoever it is, whether it was you or anybody, out of respect, I apologize.
Huh?
Well, since he's maybe not speaking, I'll say to the drug use thing, on some of your personal records, you've made reference to a few of those
And
things.
what rapper hasn't?
No, I'm not.
And this is not even whether or not you do or don't. It doesn't. It's not a matter if you do or you don't do drugs. It's a matter of people, certain people being called out about it.
Past is littered with it. Who gives a fuck what she popped? But don't sit here and say you ain't popped a fucking pill.
I never
'cause
said
we
that.
sitting in Apple.
I never said that,
knock
you
it
dumb
off.
fuck. I never said that, you dumb fuck.
Don't do that.
Nigga, are you that fucking dumb? Are you that fucking dumb? You ain't hear what the fuck I said?
You asked
Cut
me.
his fucking mic. Since he want to be fucking dumb. Now you want to be fucking dumb, nigga. Now you want to be fucking dumb. Stupid ass.
Damn, I didn't think it was. I ain't wanted to go that way.
Yeah,
Fuck is wrong with you? Anybody play it black? Play it back. Did I say that?
No,
say what exactly? Everyone was yelling.
Fuck
I didn't-
wrong with you?
I didn't hear
she
shit.
never said
Everyone
that.
was
She
yelling.
didn't do it.
Exactly. I've never said that in my life.
Got you.
So what the fuck is this nigga talking about? He think that he's so used to thinking he's the smartest person in the fucking room.
Okay.
And not allowing people to speak, and then when you find that you're wrong about some shit, not saying, "Damn, I was wrong." Maybe I did the most. Maybe I, jumped out the window. Maybe I did cause people to think or certain negative things about you, or maybe I did say things about you that were proven wrong. Forget drugs. I just gave you 2 examples where you said something that was not true about me, and you still riding with it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I agree. Like I
That's
said,
fair.
I never saw that show, so I didn't know what you. was talking
But do you think it's been malicious and specific to you?
Yes, it's been malicious and specific to me because he and I were up under the same people when we were coming up. So when Webb was running around trying to make Joe Budden's biggest fab,
Of course.
I was there too. He was also trying to get me a deal. And Joe Budden's, of course, took off, way before me.
Right.
And because of that, he's, to me, because I never did anything to him. I've never said anything bad about him, anything. It's always been these little attacks. So it makes me think, oh, you probably jealous. You're probably jealous that me and you were under the same umbrella at that time. And everybody was telling him at that time, you about to be the next Hove. Everybody was saying that to him. And I think for him to see somebody who, didn't have a name like me at the time become successful, I think that's why it was all these jabs for years and years and years and years. I never knew why. It was always a fucking issue. And it wasn't just the type of thing where you say something about someone, something that may have been a joke. It was things.
It's serious shit.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
It was things that really it's like you were trying to hurt me as a human being. I'm a human being before all of this shit.
I thought that y'all communicated away from like platforms personally on the phone.
Yeah, I was under
And
the
spoke
impression
about
y'all
shit
were a
like
little
that.
bit closer than
No.
us walking in here today. This is not what I expected.
What the fuck just
No,
happened?
the problem is that I actually don't have an issue with him now, but I don't like when people catch themselves where they can clearly see that they lied and they won't just say, damn, I didn't recall saying that, but now that I see it, I did play myself, or I did say things that weren't true about you.
But you know Joe's history. He never sees his wrong.
I didn't know that. I don't watch his shows. I know that he has a big mouth, and and my thing is, if you are faced with something and it's dead in your face, and you're an intelligent man,
own it.
own it. That's it.
I got you.
What's the problem?
Do you remember when y'all did the cipher?
Yes.
Do you remember when he asked for the cigarette?
Mo was in that cipher, by the way.
Which is
Yeah.
Wait,
when
did you
he
what?
asked you for the cigarette back after your cigarette line?
yeah.
When he asked you for it back, like he wanted the cigarette back. I fuck with him all the time about that. Like, yo, you had your hand out while she was still rapping, asking for the cigarette back.
I think he probably was jealous of that cipher too, probably because he's, this big lyrical rapper, and here comes a little new female that, because of my animation, I was the most talked about cipher, and he probably was mad about that. When it comes to emotional men and their hate for powerful or strong women, you never know how deep it runs. And that's the problem. It can run.
And you think that's Joe's case? That
It can run a lot deeper than you think.
I don't know if
I
that's
always
the
used to
case.
look at him and think to myself, Jesus, this man is so bitter.
Everybody, that's like the consensus on him, that he's bitter.
He seen and for you to exude that out of your spirit, just bitter.
See, I thought you...
hold on. Before you do that, when we were talking, I don't know if we was on air or off air, when you were saying that, people take you yelling as some anger or that type of shit. We New Yorkers, I think Joe is similar in that case where he will be yelling and it may come off that way, but it's not that case at all.
But I don't mind yelling because I can take yelling. Even if Joe wants to yell back at me and cuss me out, I can take that. But I just want ownership. If you said something and we prove, hey, because he said, I didn't say that. I said, okay, wait, give me a second. Let me come back. You did say it. And he still won't acknowledge it like it's right there. It's your face. It's your voice.
Right.
Unless you have a twin or a stunt double or an alien lookalike. You said it. What's the big deal?
He does look like Carlos Boozer, but that's neither here nor there.
I didn't realize that, like, for instance, Fendi and I, Fendi played a big part in my career.
Absolutely.
And there were a lot of things that he felt that I did wrong and I felt that vice versa. And when we got on the show together, he and I both admitted certain things that we may have done wrong. So I brought Joe here thinking that it would be the same thing with him. But I didn't know his ego is that out of control that he thinks that he can't ever acknowledge that he may have been wrong.
Well, I'd like for us to try it again and hear both sides.
You know damn well.
No,
You know
I don't.
damn well.
No, I'm on the opposite side. Nick. I don't want y'all to try again.
No, we are not
I'd
trying
like
it again.
for us to
And
all
by
sit
the way,
and come back and do kumbaya and address those things in a different manner.
my thing is this. Even right now, I have no issue with Joe. I do not want my fans.
I could tell you don't.
I don't.
He's here now and y'all face to face. So now it's everything that you've been listening to over a period of time. You just want to bring up and have a discussion face to face. Like, I don't think you have an issue with Joe.
I don't.
Yeah, I know.
But people have to take ownership, especially when they are a part of this culture and they say things and it gets carried. You can say one thing and it goes to 50 different outlets, and then that goes to 50 million people, and that goes to 50 countries, and you have to be careful. Like, how are you okay?
But when did this? Because they call me a barb on the show all the time. Because
Maul is a barb.
Hi, Marl.
No, but it's just that because I told it to the guys, I didn't understand when the industry all of a sudden it seemed like there was this turn on Nicki, where it was like people wasn't fucking with you like that, or people had something to say about you negative. Like, when did that happen? Like, what do you think was the cause of that?
Well, one of the people who led that movement was Charlemagne. He teamed up with an ex of mine who knew he needed to hang on to me to get attention.
Okay.
He went over there and said many, many lies about me, and I couldn't say anything because I was in a relationship at that time,
Gotcha.
and I couldn't address that ex that like I wanted to. I wanted to be able to really defend myself. There was so many lies being said, but this is how this is the only way he could stay afloat, is by speaking on me. And there were powerful men in this industry who, whether they were getting a check, whether they were just getting a pat on the back for it, thought, hey, it's time to get Nicki out of here. For whatever reason, and you got to ask them.
Do you think people are just more opportunists rather than malicious towards you?
No, there's a few people that are
I think some people
malicious.
just
There's a few people. No, there's a few people that absolutely were extremely, purposely malicious.
I agree. I think that's the truth. But I just didn't know. I wanted to know when, because they'll tell you when we was on the show. I'm like, yo, why do people think that Nicki doesn't like this new person? I'm like, when she came out, all she ever did was show love and pay homage to the females. So I didn't know when it became like, oh yeah, Nicki hating, she don't like this person. I'm like, but why are people saying that? Because I don't dig into everything on the internet, so I may have missed something. So I usually lean on these two to kind of like bring me up to date on what's going on. Like, yo, did I miss something?
One of the people who painted that narrative was Fendi. See, everybody who I cut out of my
had him on, right?
Yeah, everybody who I cut out of my life, they went on different outlets to try to hurt my image and character.
Okay.
So one of the people who did that was Fendi. The other person was my ex, who thought he was going to have a rap career. and so Charlemagne fed into that because, for whatever reason, at the time, there was another female rapper that everybody was pushing and hoping that if she put out a diss, once she put out a diss record on me, Nicki Minaj would disappear. And when they saw that didn't happen, then they put that energy into someone else. It's never been about them liking another female rapper. It's just about them wanting to see, do I have enough power to get Nicki Minaj out of here?
But why?
I know you keep on asking why, but we don't know why.
Okay.
But also
only
that,
Jesus Christ will know why. And let me tell you what else. Not only is God the only person that's going to know why, God is the only person who's going to give everybody what they deserve for it. Because when you go home at night and you close that door, you turn that light off, and you in. Let me tell you, it's just
That's
you.
who you are.
It's you and God.
That's who you
It's
are,
you
yeah.
and God. So I would pray. I would pray that y'all repent.
Right.
All the people that went out y'all way to hurt me for no fucking reason. I hope and pray that you right with God. Because let me tell you something. It will come back 1 billion times worse. And that's not a threat. That's a fucking fact. If you go, I respect you for keep on saying why.
I just think because I think that it's so much.
There is no answer.
Right, but I just the reason why I didn't understand it was because, like I said, from the time that because I'm from New York, so I've been following you since DVD days, and my thing was I always said Nicki always showed love to the female rappers. So when this happened, it was like it just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going? Like, did I miss something? Did she say something about somebody that I don't know? But it was like it just seemed like there was this turn where it was like everybody had something bad to say about Nick, or she's hating on these other rappers, and I'm just like, I didn't see it. So they killed me for it. Like, oh yeah, you a barb. And I'm like, no, I don't understand how these things work.
You don't see it because you're not easily manipulated. And the general public, now that we have social media, is easily manipulated and swayed. You can tell them, hey, suck my dick and you'll get $1 billion. I'll have a line of people ready to suck my dick for $1 billion if that's the narrative we push.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Anything a few people say, and if they have a platform to push it, that's what, social media, they no longer have a mind of their own. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So they almost start purposely deleting actual memories in their brain about a person. Like, are you kidding me? Right now, Trina's camp is saying that I didn't do enough to push her song Baps.
Well, that's not really your.
But that doesn't fall
responsibility.
on you. See, that's what I don't understand people's thinking. That doesn't fall on you.
All right, let me ask this. Because, of course, you're a human being. We're all human. We care about what people think about our character. Liar, of course, is a really strong word. At what point do you just not care about the opinions of people that you don't particularly care for to begin with?
When you no longer are a human being.
Okay.
So people like you, people think that when you are rich and famous,
I don't think that at all.
no, hold on. I've had people say, you're rich and famous. Why should you care?
Certainly not what I'm getting
When
at,
you
but-
are a human being and people are lying on you, or people who you helped continue to speak badly of you and be ungrateful until you are no longer a human being, you will always care.
Sure. Definitely more with the people that you helped. I'm saying more general public social media shit.
Well, the people that I helped are the ones that start the narrative.
narratives.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the problem.
I feel you.
And I can say so much that I don't. But I will say that I'm not addressing men anymore. My husband will address y'all. Y'all address my husband if y'all got an issue with me, because he's dying to want to address y'all.
That's a super fact.
He wants that role. That's his role. I'm not addressing you men that have a bone to pick with me, but just know that niggas will see you face to fucking face. And shout out to the ghostwriters. If you a ghostwriter and you writing lyrics about me, niggas will see you.
That's a super fact.
That's a whole fucking fact. That's a whole fucking fact. That's a whole fucking fact.
I'm laughing because I know you're talking about.
That's a whole fucking fact.
I know you're talking about.
Yo, let's play a song real quick. Play Hot Girl Summer.
Yeah. We on ride till we on. We on stride till we on. Yeah.
Trail got wings.
Yeah. We on ride till we on. We on stride till we on. Yeah. 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 Ghetto classic. Yeah. Niggas running backwards. Yeah. Made me wanna take it. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody here running for a banger. Eyes closed. Yeah. Where we gonna go? Why? I'm always on the move, I can't wait. She wanna go, I'm on the road. We want different things so we can't decide. Couldn't find a vibe, it was wasting time. The she ain't tryna ride, kick it to the side. Niggas wanna plot, well, at least they try. Couple shots of Henny, now nigga gone. Yeah, I get it, I got it. I started when nothing came out of the project. Niggas be talking, go fit at the pots. Niggas be watching, I tell them to stop. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause you don't want no problems. Counting all these commas, move like the Obama. Young nigga came up for nothing. All them bad bitches be starting. Nigga, I said that I did it. Them bitches been talking, they with it. We lit it, start making these moves, take them back to the room. Everybody wanna talk about the money we blown, but tell them be back real soon. Yeah. Cause I'm a grind, that's my move forever. We gon' ride, that's my move forever. I know you don't like me, I know you're a hater. Always in my, I don't really need that. I know you're a hater, you don't really like me. Yeah. Always in my business, go and get some money. I don't really need that. I know you're a hater, I know you don't like me. Yeah. Go and get some money, always in my business. I don't really need that. Yeah. I know they be talking, watch me count this big stack. I know they gon' hate that. Yeah. She said that she want me, I think she knew my girlfriend. I don't really need that. Yeah. I don't really need that. I don't really need that. Yeah. I know you're a hater, you don't really like me. I don't really need that. Yeah. I don't really need that. Tell me where the weed at. Take me to your bedroom. Show me where you sleep at. She said that she loved me. I don't think she mean that. Heard I was a player. Show her how this beat act. Pull up in that Honda. All her shit designer. She look like Rihanna. Then that pussy fire. Think I fucked the best friend. If she keep it quiet. Preaching to the choir. Never gonna retire. Yeah. 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 I don't really need that. Yeah. I know you're a hater, you don't really like me. All these bitches talk that, yo, girl, you need to fall back. Acting like you all that. Tell me what you call that, girl, what you call it? Yeah. Been a long time and my niggas fell off, but we back to ball. The city watch, yeah. The city talk, yeah. Shorty pop the perk in, I'ma get the fuck in, girl, what you call it? What you call it? What you call it? What you call it? Yeah. It been a long time. What you call it? You never stop it. This is how we rock it. I don't really need that. Got the city on my back, nigga. What you call this?